So, in chanting mantras with the master, there are few simple things that we should know, we should practice. When the teacher is chanting, that teacher is exhaling while chanting. At the same moment, you start inhaling so that you can chant, you can recite the mantra the way the teacher is chanting. Yeah? That is very important. Otherwise, what will happen? If the teacher is chanting while exhaling, you are also exhaling. You don't have a time. You cannot have a chorus when the 10 people are chanting. At the same time, you can discover how your breathing changes while chanting. So, from there the mantra was evolved. That how a particular rate in the rhythm of the breath helps us to chant a particular mantra. That's a very big science. We say that Veda is the source of the yoga, and then we have Samhita, the group of the text. And especially the Samveda, that gives you how to chant those mantras. They are totally different ways of chanting. But here, we are learning at a very primary level. So now, start. With eyes open here.
Yes, yeah. I'm laughing.
Om kahan gaya?
फिर से ओम करो.
Why you are doing like this? First we have to do Om.
See? Easy when the teacher took
हो गया फिर तो. Keep your eyes open to see that how it works. Now see that one thing we must remember here, this is a singing style of the mantra. But according to our text and the teachers, these recitations are done totally different. One very important point, you have seen many teachers reciting Om as Aum. 100% wrong. It is O. Om. Mouth, lips. Why? In Sanskrit grammar, when A and the U are together, it sounds like O, not Aum. Aum. In Hindi, Aum means come on, come near me. So that is not Om. Understand that part. Majority of the teacher are chanting like this. You can also tell them that my teacher told me that in Sanskrit grammar, A and the U, when they merge together, it sounds like Om. But when you explain Om, then you can say, yes, it is made up of 3 syllables. O, U, Ma. Right? So again, second time, keep your eyes open. So 3 times Om first, then Asatoma Satagamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritangamaya, and Om Shanti 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 3 times. Right? So you let her close her eyes, let her chant the way she chants, but thumb rule. As she starts singing, from there you start inhaling. One more point. You may not be able to breathe so deeply. So what should we do? Should we exhale and then get ready?
No.
Then what should we do? You can retain the breath even for 5 seconds. It is easy. Because when you are retaining the breath and you are reciting, the singing will be much better. Try this time. Let us start. Asatoma Satgamaya
Tamesoma Jyotirgamaya
Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya
Mrityorma Amritangamaya
Mrityurma Amritangamaya Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now see that another point to understand, then we will do the third time practice. That you inhale into the belly, continue inhaling into the ribs, up to the collarbone, and half the time in Om. When you say Oh, you should be aware. Bring the lips together. Keep your eyes open. Yeah? What? Yeah. So, same thing when we say Asatoma. Now see. I fill the air. Asatoma. One option. Now see the second option. I inhale into the belly and into the chest. Now I am releasing the breath from the chest and I am saying Asatoma. I have to take another breath. Tamaso. Done. It's a break. So better we need to practice in one breath. Clear? Huh? Are you clear?
Yes.
Huh? So look at it, look at it. In one deep breath. She is exhaling, the teacher is exhaling, and you are inhaling. When you are working with the teacher, all the time you should remember. Yeah? Last time. Let us do it last time. It becomes so natural. Asato ma Satgamaya.
Tameso ma Jyotirgamaya.
Tameso ma Jyotirgamaya.
Mrityorma Amritangamaya.
Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now look at some of the aspects. The science says inhalation is an active process, excitatory process. And exhalation is a relaxative process. And we are chanting the mantra while exhaling. So the sound has its own effect of relaxing and calming the mind, and the breath too. But when the breath helps you to relax in chanting these mantras, only when you follow. What do you follow? You follow the deep inhalation when the chanting is done by the teacher. Well, I want to chant with myself, so always remember that you should inhale first into the belly, then into the rib cage before reciting the mantra. So, Maya, first 3 times Om with understanding. Now you can close your eyes, but maintain your awareness. First you inhale into the belly, then into the chest, and the best practice will be, you can perfect it, put your right hand on the belly, put your left hand on the chest, and now inhale. Inhale into the belly first, the left hand into the ribs, and then continue to inhale into the chest. So the moment you start saying Om, you should exhale from the belly, not from the ribs. Can you do it 3 times? Just do it.
Let me say one thing to that. So, growing up in Arizona, lots of asthma, right? It's something that happens. This breathing exercises, so I had valley fever, pneumonia, I had chronic lung problems growing up, and when I get my chest x-rays, there's still scar tissue in the lungs, and years upon years ago, doctors say, well, you have half the lung capacity of a normal human being because of all the scar tissue. Scar tissue does not move and breathe. These breathing exercises, when I began serious yoga practice in my teenage years, and the breathing was, I was much less of a practitioner of the asana, and much more of breathing and breathing. I don't have problems with breathing anymore. So we can't keep telling our stories in our head about, oh, I have asthma, oh, we have bad air quality, oh, we have, valley fever, oh, we have half the lung capacity of a normal human being. Yoga can correct all these things. So with Girish guiding us so wonderfully today with the hand on the belly, physiologically what happens is your diaphragm separates your thoracic spine from your abdominal cavity. When we allow the belly to expand, we allow the diaphragm muscle to open up. So the lungs, you have two lobes on you have two sets of, a set of lungs, two lungs, right? On your left side, you only have two chambers on that side because of your heart. On your right side, you have three chambers, right? When this diaphragm is allowed to open up, when you allow the belly to expand, if you look at any professional singers, when they're talking about, when they get voice lessons, professional singers, particularly like operatic singers, it's important. Why are so many operatic singers have big bellies? Because they know how to, we don't want these flat bellies, these tight bellies, these six-pack abs. We want the ability to expand their abdomen and contract the abdomen, right? So allow, as Girish was saying, on the inhalation of that belly to expand, and then use the muscles of your abdomen to start contracting, which will start that diaphragm to push the air up into your lungs. You're never going to run out of air. When you think you're totally out of air, they say there's still about 10 to 20% of reserve in your lungs. You're never going to completely run out of air. So play with that. The idea of the expansion of the belly. You've all been in yoga classes where they talk about the three-part breathing, right? Inflate the balloon of the belly, let the belly be, or let the balloon deflate and push that up. So that's what he was trying to get across. Changes everything in your life.
In science, we say it is a diaphragmatic breathing. But actual picture is, what is diaphragmatic breathing? Do you see the diaphragm? No. So how you understand? When during the inhalation, when the belly is going out, it is fundamentally a diaphragmatic breathing. That is where the science says, normal breathing pattern is diaphragmatic breathing. So science also says, and as Casey was saying, it's a thoracic breathing. What I say that it's a chest breathing. Chest or thoracic breathing. So do you feel the expansion of the ribs and the contraction of the ribs? Do you feel the expansion of the belly and the contraction of the belly? Well, if you feel it consciously, what is going to happen? Mind will not be distracted. It will go with the sensation. It will raise its awareness of the body. The mind is naturally focused. And if you do it regularly like this, what is going to happen? You can give the best class, because now your voice is under your control because of deep breathing. So as we both have shared our little knowledge, either hand, put your hand on the belly, put your hand on the chest. So now start inhaling first into the belly. Feel it. Then into the ribs. Open your mouth. Not Let us do 2 times more, then 3 times 5 times you should do it, 5 times you should do it. So let us inhale. You know that humming sound, you take it as long as it is possible. Right? Let us do it. Inhale. Pay attention. Breath movement, body movement should sync. When you are saying O, the belly should go inside. It means you are exhaling from the belly, not from the thoracic region. Because if you exhale from the thoracic region, nothing is left. Even the air is inside. You cannot do it. It is not possible to go the opposite way. Try this if it is possible. Let us do this. 5 times. Yes, you made a progress. 40%. Continue 5 times. Now, hold on. You inhale first into the ribs. No, first into the belly. That is what happens. See the difference, Casey?
Wonderful.
Pay attention again. I'm sorry, I'm pointing you out to correct you. Huh? Don't mind it here. 3 times more. Oh, 5 times I told you. No. Exhale first. What you are doing, you have exhaled from the ribs, and then I said no, then you expanded your belly. No. During inhalation, you have to expand your belly. Don't do that. Do it. Oh, lips little more open. I have got one more precaution. You see that? If the lips is little open, so the sound of na comes in O. No. The sound of na should not be there in O. So, last time. No. Means I'm tired. In Hindi, you're not tired. Yeah, really it means. Yeah. Oh. 80% is done. 100% is not done. Let us do it with me last time. Inhale. Look at me. Very good. Now, Siennas. See the beautiful? Just do it 4 times more. Longer. Hold on, you're breathing from the ribs. Did you understand? Did you check that?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Yes. Yes, you got it. Wonderful, good. So now you see that? Now the last point. If you want to do it, the moment you have any sense of anxiety or the fatigue, and you are in your home, pull yourself into a solitude, a room, close it and do it 10 times louder. Louder. Now you are outside, right? It normally happens when you meet your peers, your friends. Mind says, I don't like that guy, this girl. She is crazy. Mind says sometimes, isn't it, Maya? Mind says daily, at this age. I like this, I don't like this. At this young age, we have always the strong likes and dislikes. That's how the mind learns. So the moment these thought enters into your mind, you start doing it mentally. Last point. You start doing it mentally. Right? How? So when you inhale into the belly, the mind is singing mentally, oh, and the chest is, the thoracic region, expanding. The mind is saying mentally. And while breathing out, the mind is again saying, oh, with regulating the breath. You just do 10 times and see that where the anxiety is, there will be no. So one is the regular chanting, because before the beginning of a class, you have already learned that. And I can tell you, when you start doing with regulating the breath, the first impression is the last impression. That is what we see. You know exactly everything. So in postures we can make a mistake, we can correct it. But the very first impression when you are reciting longer Om, when you are reciting longer Om, the entire class is listening that long Om. It has a tremendous effect on the brain. And when you complete that recitation and then you start the class. So not only for you becoming a good teacher, at the same time, then I told you 2 parts. When you are at home, you feel bad, you are anxious, mind has reacted, just pull yourself into a room, start doing. Why 10 times? Until the mind is totally relaxed and calm. What your mind is saying? Now I'm relaxed eating pasta or chocolate, meeting peers, chatting and texting. 2 options. So make the right option. And the second part, you can do it mentally. Can you do it mentally while inhaling? Start singing mentally. So what I will do? When you sing Om, right? When you sing Om, you both all will inhale and mentally sing Om with her, right? So then second I will sing Om, right? And at that time you are exhaling, so mentally sing Om. You have not to sing loudly. So there is no engagement of the lips and the tongue, right? But please keep looking, eyes are open, so that you can synchronize your movement 5 times. Yeah? So you start. Inhaling, you are singing mentally. No, you are not singing loudly. You are doing it mentally with the breath. Did you understand that? Now you all 3 are doing Casey mentally. Why? Because we want to bypass the body, we want to move the mind within. उतना लंबा भी नहीं, अच्छे हैं. Open your eyes. You know how many times mentally you were successful in doing it. And even 2 times you do it, you'll find the mind is already inside. So when you're doing it mentally, the mind is working on the mind. Just give you the understanding, and that is all for today.